Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin, filming this back in Melbourne. I flew in from Honolulu last night, very late last night, and woke up very early this morning because I couldn't sleep, and I have 40 issues to show off. So this is my post-Hawaii, post-unboxing video. Just going to crack into it. The first issue I have for you is issue 307 of Iron Man, and the next one I have is issue 317 of Iron Man. And I've just seen that this is a flip cover with one of my favorite characters, US Agent. So that's going to be a fun read. Yeah, I've been wanting to get the last 23 issues of Iron Man from Volume 1. So I'm slowly getting there. What I have for you next is Iron Man Annual 15. And yeah, that's just a random annual. What I have for you next is Silver Sable issue 28. Now I have a handful of Silver Sables, and I was intrigued by who Chen is. I'm not terribly familiar with Chen, so that should be an interesting read. What I have for you next is Avengers issue 398. Yeah, this was an interesting era for the Avengers, and yeah, I was intrigued enough to buy it. What I have for you next is the next issue, 399 of the Avengers. Now I've got issue 400, 401, and 402, so I'm not going to show them off to you today, but yeah, just wanted to pick them up. Now these purchases are all from an online auction, or one or two. And I knew they were coming whilst I was overseas, so it was fun to get like a massive pile of boxes to sort through early this morning. What I have now is Guardians of the Galaxy issue 6, just a random issue of Guardians of the Galaxy, and another random issue. This is Spider-Man issue 49, and I'm a big fan of Tom Lyle's artwork, as particularly in this era for Spider-Man. And for some reason this issue passed me by, so I quickly picked it up. What I have for you next is Adventures of Superman issue 502. Now, just like Tom Lyle, I'm a fan of Tom Grommett's artwork, particularly on Superboy. I've got the entire run, and when I saw this cover, I thought, yeah, I don't have it and I want to read it. Now this is a fun looking cover. It's Marvel Comics Presents issue 43, and it's Wolverine as drawn by Eric Larson. Wasn't familiar with this cover, and yeah, picked it up. Now I've got issue 59 of Marvel Comics Presents, and it's a bit of a weird looking cover. I don't exactly know what is going on, so I'll have to read the story to get a full understanding. What I have for you next is Dazzler issue 21. It's a bit glary, sorry for the glare guys, but this is one of those photo covers. Actually, you know what, I'll just take it out of the sleeve. There we go, that will make it a little bit better. It's one of these photo covers, and I was not familiar with this at all, so if you know anything about this issue and this cover, please put down in the comments down below. Now this was picked up just for fun. It's Marvel Superheroes from the summer of 1993. Now, it's a thick book. It's a very thick book, but the only reason I picked it up was for this little catchphrase here on the cover, because it's got Speedball in it. I don't know who this guy is. I think it could be Crusher Creel. But yeah, it's When Balls Collide. Now, something a little bit different. It's Justice League issue 37, and it's the Darwin Cook variant cover. So yeah, that is absolutely beautiful. But what's even nicer is Teen Titans issue 5, also by Darwin Cook. I'll bring it closer. Look at that. That just looks like a ton of fun. Yeah, wow. Very much forward to seeing more of that issue. Now, I've got issue 55 of X-Force. Now, this is when Adam Polina was on his run, and yeah, it's a standard issue of X-Force, issue X-Force 55. But what I have for you next is X-Force 68, and it's got Adam Polina just on the covers, but it has Pop Man doing the interior. And I'm a fan of Pop Man's artwork, so I am very happy to have that. What I have for you next is Caliber Presents issue 9, which is a Sherlock Holmes centric issue. Now, I don't have a lot of Sherlock Holmes books, but this cover intrigued me enough to pick it up, and yeah, that should be a fun read. Just like this one. Saved by the Bell, Summer Break, issue 1. Yeah, they're playing tic-tac-toe. What can I say? What else can I say about this? It just looks like some silly fun, and why not? Now, what I have for you next is Bozo in 3D. Now, it's the first issue. I don't know if they did a second issue, but I only have one other issue of Bozo. So, will I track down more? I'm not too sure, but yeah, this looked like a fun cover, and I thought, you know, why not? Why not? Now, these next two that I bought, they are also just for the cover. It's Dark Horse Presents issue 2, and I bought this purely for the Mike Mignola RoboCop cover because it looks absolutely beautiful. Looks even better in real life, and yeah, just why not? I also have issue 6 of Dark Horse Presents, and it's an Indiana Jones cover, and he's fighting a giant octopus. So I'm a fan of octopus. When you have an octopus on the cover, I am almost certainly going to buy it, and yeah, it should be interesting to see how Indiana Jones gets out of this one. What I have for you next, now this is a bit of a weird one. It's issue 7 of Blue Ribbon Comics from Archie, and I saw this guy who's named the Fox, but I thought it was the Black Panther. I'll have to read it to find out more about this character because I was not familiar at all with this guy. But yeah, very much looks like the Black Panther. Now, about halfway through, guys, so thanks for sticking with me. I have issue 33 of Ghost Manor, which has a bit of a suicide going on. I don't know if you can see too well, but there's a guy jumping out of the castle window to his ultimate demise. So that's a bit full on. We have issue 46 of Ghostly Haunts. Yeah, it's a guy coming towards a girl, and she's pressed up against the wall. So yeah, it's a bit horrific. But yeah, we'll see what the issue's like. Now, I have a bunch, I'll just show you like this. I have a bunch of war books that I picked up from one of the online auctions. So I'll just run through them. This is Fightin' Marines, issue 156. It's Fightin' Marines, issue 168. We have Battlefield Action 68. Issue 74. We have Fightin' Army, issue 167. And lastly, we have Fightin' Army 168. So I saw this one first in the online auction, and I kind of went a little bit silly. Well, not silly, but I started bidding on all these war books because, yeah, I'm a fan of war books. Now, I have for you next, it's Wanted, the World's Most Dangerous Villains, issue 1. And I did not know this was issue 1 when I bought it. I bought it purely for the cover, and I'm interested to see if this is a retelling of Green Lantern #1, because this is similar to the cover for Green Lantern. I'll just bring it closer. Yeah, not too sure. Don't know if you can hear the birds that just flew past my house as well. But yeah, so that should be an interesting read. What I have for you next is Venom Finale, issue 1. Now, this series goes for a very hefty price online, especially from like my comic shop. So when I found this, I pounced. So that was issue 1 of Venom Finale. I also got issue 2. And lastly, I got issue 3. Now, this is the harder one to get in a good price because this is the last mini-series of Venoms from the 90s. And I've already looked at the at the last page, so I know how it ends, but I'm still looking forward to reading it. Now, what I have for you next is Vampirella, the Dracula War, with a beautiful George Jusko cover. Yeah, sorry. Now, I remember seeing this image in the trades for like Wizard and Topps, and yeah, the card set and all that in the 90s. And I actually think I had one of those cards, one of the trading cards. But when I saw this cover, stupidly I thought it was the first issue, and for the price that I was paying, it certainly wasn't the first issue. And then I realized it was the trade of the Dracula War. So yeah, I bought it, and then I realized what had happened, but I was not upset at all because it's a beautiful cover, and it takes me back to being a teenager. Now I've got 3 more books to show, so thank you for sticking with me. I've got Johnny Quest issue 1 from Kamiko. Now, I recently read the last issue of Johnny Quest, and I was very impressed with its style and its context. So I tracked this down, and yeah, I'm very happy to have it. It's a beautiful cover, beautiful cover. And a similar cover, in terms of, you know, a guy shooting a gun, we have New Mutants issue 97 with some Rob Liefeld artwork. I got it for a good price. I thought, why not? It's got Cable holding an impossibly big gun. There we are. Now, the last issue I want to show, it's a reprint. It's the DC Millennium Edition for Young Romance, and it's issue 1. Now, the price of Young Romance #1 is completely and utterly out of my ballpark. I'm not even going to attempt to try and buy it. But the reprint covers, the reprint editions, I'm certainly going to get them because, excuse me, it's the only way I'll be able to read and enjoy issue 1 of Young Romance. And yeah, so that has been the video for today. Thank you for sticking with me. Please put down in the comments down below what you think. Please like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm on holidays for a few more days, so I'm planning a few more videos, which I'm going to be filming down at the storage unit. I've just got to get a whole lot of stuff put together because I came home and there was this box and there was big piles of issues that I'm yet to read, and there's also all the stuff from Honolulu that I brought back. It's actually just there. So I'm going to be sorting through all that and finding some nuggets of gold for you guys, and I'm going to show them off. So thanks again. I'll catch you at the next one.